Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So in last lecture, we have seen about project management processes. So I will quickly review about the project management process. What do you mean by project management process? Project management process is nothing but a set of activity and set of steps are followed by the team members. So the team members is a software project team members. So in that you can consider as a stakeholder. So all the members of project team members will follow these processes to any of the project development activities. What they will do, they will start that particular project in a form of project initiation state. So in project initiation, the actual start of any project is decided. On this date, this project will be started, and based on that project starting, all these activities are decided and that will be executed one after the another. So during this project initiation phase, as Akash and other has rightly said, there will be a requirement gathering activity. So that requirement gathering activity is nothing but to discuss with the clients, to get the requirements from the clients, and based on that requirement, that particular requirement will be analyzed and how to make the development plan, how to make the implementation of that requirement will be decided. So this particular phase is nothing but, as you can say, the feasibility, checking the feasibility of the project, analyzing the requirements, and then making a plan of development is done. Okay, in the first phase of project initiation. So after checking that particular requirement analysis phase, the next important phase to make that particular plan. So that plan is based on the set of requirements. So that requirements will be identified, requirement scope, then budgeting of it, and timeline is. So in a project planning, the project manager will take a responsibility to make identification of scope of the project, budget of the project, and the scheduling. So that consider in a timeline. So total time spent on that particular project in a timeline basis. And once this particular plan is derived by the project manager, he can discuss with the team members and then finalizing the project plan with the senior members also. It is again a review. It is again reviewed by the expert members and to make the changes in that project plan, and then they will check again once again all these things, whether all the requirements are considered or not in the scope of the project, whether the budget is budget whatever decided for the project is enough or not, and also the time, that scheduling part is considered in a project planning. So depending on that particular budget and scheduling part, all the resources will be allocated for that particular project. So these resources will be allocated based on the total requirement. So there may be a designing team, there may be a developers, testers, all these things. So project manager will take role in this particular thing. Then project execution. The next important phase after making a good plan, that particular project will be executed. So in this particular phase, that project manager will execute actual tasks. So that actual task will be executed here again based on the requirement. So that particular requirement, they will be formed in a form of project objectives. Say example, there are 5 requirements. So there will be conversion of that 5 requirement into 5 project objectives. And each of that objective will be developed in one particular module. And that module will be delivered to the customers. So in project execution, what will happen? That particular execution will be carried out, and for that particular execution, each member of that particular team will carries out his own work, own assigned work, and then within that particular deadline, and that activity will be completed, and that activity will be informed to the project manager, and project manager will do the tracking of that particular progress of the activities. So it is done. So during this particular execution of that particular project, there are many reporting activities. So these reporting activities can be like project managers. Before that, there will be a team leaders. So first, a developer. Based on the developer, the senior will be a team leader, and leader will inform to the project manager. So in this way, the hierarchy is maintained, and all this hierarchy, all the persons, those who are working in that, they are doing their responsibilities. And based on the senior management company will also get the feedback about the project. See what type of work is completed, what work is remaining, and the project progress will be calculated easily based on this particular thing. Project execution. This is clear. Project execution, how it is executed. So all the members, those who are involved in that particular project, they are doing their task, they are carried out their task every day, and after completion of that particular task, they will inform to their next members or senior members. So this way they will be carried out. Okay. Then next, control and validation. Next important phase is control and validation. This control and validation phase is mainly focusing on the controlling activity. So in this particular thing, the project plan will be checked, quality assurance, test planning will be going to be checked, and communication plan of the project is once again reviewed by it. So controlling and validation. In controlling and validation, once again they will check whether there is need of any change in any particular plan, test planning, or whether there is need to make any changes to improve the quality of the product. So these things are going to be checked in control and validation under the observation, under the monitoring and controlling of the project managers. And based on that, necessary steps, necessary measures will be taken in order to check the quality of the products. And this is under the control or whole observation of the project managers. These activities will be executed. The next is closeout and the evaluation. Closeout and evaluation is nothing but once all these requirements are completed in a product form. So after completion of this requirement in that particular product, it's time to hand over that particular product implemented system to the end users or the customers. So once that particular project will be took place on within a time, that particular system, complete system will be evaluated, the project will be evaluated, and then they are going to check whether there is need to do any other necessary steps, or whether there is any risk in the project, for future consequences will be considered in that particular project in a form of evaluation of it. So for example, if there is any particular requirement is not fulfilled in the product, or there is any drawbacks or mistakes are happening in the project by any of the team members, so all these things are identified, and based on the identification, they will take a necessary steps on it to avoid the future consequences in that particular project. So these things are going to be checked in evaluation. Also, they are going to evaluate whatever they have learned from the project. So that we call as postmortem analysis of the project. That particular postmortem analysis of the project is nothing but what will be achieved from the project in that particular team. So they are going to be checked here. Uh, any doubt up to this point? Close out
No,
and
sir.
evaluation. So these are the basic steps. The next, balancing development needs with organizational expectations. So in this particular thing, it will start from individual happiness to collective purposes. Collective purposes. So basically, in this particular, development needs can be identified, and also the organization expectations. So based on this, there will be a plenty of research is done, and the peoples are able to connect with purpose for any particular organization. So what is their expectations from that organization? When the people will be happy in that particular organizations, they are going to be checked. So senior members have to take care of other members, and they have to give the working environment, a suitable working environment to other members to work in that particular team. So once there was a case study based on that Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella. He have served one example for other organizations. So he and his team have done a leadership, initiating the discussions with each of these members, and based on their discussions, they will achieve the work. through the discussions within the team. So goal of this conversation was to help them to figure out how the Microsoft platform would be helpful to realize their senses of purposes in the market. So again, this is nothing but they have taken steps within that organization to discuss with the members and to identify whatever their expectations from the team. So that is very much helpful to balancing the team also, and to also achieve the development of the projects, and also meet the expectations of any of the organizations. Also from engagement to ownership, this is another important point. Engagement to ownership is nothing but people will be engaged within in their works. So for this, there are few things will be considered. So enthusiasm in which people will interact with their works. So enthusiasm in the team spirit will be considered here. So people will interact freely with other members. They can interact. They can share their ideas. They can discuss their new things about their projects to complete the work within a shorter period of time. They can resolve their problems. They can ask the questions with other team members and get the answers from them. So in this way, it is interactions will helpful to complete their work at a faster rate. One-on-one interactions between managers and the employees. So this is another important. You can see in IT industries also, the employees can directly interact with the managers one-on-one. They can interact, they can ask the questions, and manager will also get the feedback from the employees, what they expect from the projects or from the companies. So it will be fruitful discussions within the employees and the managers. Next important thing is employee feeling like they have a good voice. Their points will be taken for in the projects. So it is also good atmosphere or environment is maintained in the companies. So these are the few things which can be considered from engagement. So any member can take an initiative. He can or she can give his input or her input in the project to make a good impact on that particular project. So that project will be completed within time, within budget, with a good quality in it. It can be considered in the balancing development needs of the employees and how meeting the organizational expectations in the projects. The next important thing is recognizing and overcoming the challenges. How to recognize the challenges and how we overcome the challenges in any of the software projects. So here also the software team will take important steps to identifying the challenges and to overcoming whatever challenges face in the project. So first challenge they have recognized extremely high competitions in a market. As you know, there is extremely high competitions in the market for software businesses. There are many IT companies are working in this particular field. So they are concerned about the pricing, customers, getting the customers and retention of the customers. So for this, what the project manager will do to overcome this particular challenge, the project manager will work closely with the business owners and with other stakeholders to identify their right market, their segment, and ensure about the quality of the product. So this can be taken care by the project manager to avoiding the loss of the project or losing the customers of the companies to overcome this particular challenge when high competition. Next important challenge they have recognized as the old legacy systems. So in software companies, they are often spend a significant resources to maintaining or upgrading the old legacy systems. But stakeholders become resistant about changing that particular existing system and to adopt the new systems because they are very much comfortable on the existing systems. But project manager again have to take a lead into this particular thing, and he has to tell the benefits and new solutions which are helpful, more suitable for their business applications. So it can be again done with a proper communication by making automation in the software industries or software applications or the product, and to give the better solutions for the customers in their business to adopt the new environments. Third important challenge is high level software expertise. Again, this is an important challenge is identified. In this particular challenges, high level software expertise, it comes from software selection and the implementation perspective. So best in variant for the business owners in finding the project managers with relevant software expertise. So based on which type of the software is developed, they need to find out the expert people, those who can work on the software. As you know, the industry is continuously upgrading or changing. So new things, new softwares systems are coming into the picture. So people should be well equipped with particular experience and having the specific skill to use that systems. Okay. Nowadays, you know that ERP system. So with the help of that ERP system, the many things are possible with a less resources, human resources, and automation is at a very larger scale is done. So it can be done with a high level software expertise. So people can be trained. People's will give that exposure, skill sets, and identifying such people, those who are having that skill set, those who can work on that particular software. It can be avoided with this. Then third party integration is one of the challenges in this. So third party integration, few modern companies are no longer interested to standalone solutions, and they can look for the third party integrations for it. They are not developing everything at their end. So few of the things they can get it from the third party, and then from them they can develop, and then they can use it. So again, here the project manager will take important role. So under such pressures, it can be make them to improve their expertise of the team members and make that particular integration within that particular company itself, rather than to get it from third party integration. So expertise again to make a expert staff or to make a expertise team members within by giving the new set of skill sets to the team members. It can be done by integrating it. The next important challenge is multiple level users. So multiple level users in this, most of the companies are having a variety or different set of users, those who can use it. So from basic users to strictly IT users. It should be again considered by the project managers. So what project manager will be thought here, who is responsible for whole implementation of it. So what he will do, he can check out all such type of the users who are going to use that systems, and based on their set of different kinds of the users, they are developing a system. So it should be easy to use and convenient to use for them. It can be done. Then challenge 6 is quality testing. In quality testings, the important part in quality testing, they will check the quality of the products. So first challenge to have the good quality of the product. So for this, rigorous testing is done. So different types of the testing can be done here. स्वप्नाल बोलो. Yes, am I audible? Hello.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So next important challenge is quality testing. So in quality testing, they have to make sure about the quality of the product. So here, whatever the product they are developed, it should be a good quality product and it should be acceptable by the customers. Again, they are going to check all the error bugs. Okay. And there should not be any error bugs in the product. So they should make sure about all these things, bugs, discoverable, whatever possible bugs, they can check out that particular discoverable bugs and they will fix it before actual delivery of the product. So all these issues will be fixed before the system should be live or before the delivery of the product. And maintenance phase or runtime bugs or runtime errors will be resolved. They will do that particular things. So with this particular thing, quality testing, additional rework will be avoided, ensuring about the customer satisfaction, customer convenience will be taken care. Then this is the last point of this particular unit chapter, applications of IT in finance, accounting, store and purchase. So I have given the many of the applications of, as you know, the IT field is used everywhere. So with this particular IT automation application or software, it can be used for all of the sectors. You can start it from manufacturing sector, education sector, medical field, everywhere, like smartphones. So banking sectors, so I have mentioned few of this. So in accounting and finance sector, the most of this particular development or applications is provided for mobile banking solutions. So with this IT, this mobile banking solutions nowadays is very much popular. So nowadays most of the users are using this mobile banking solutions and it is used many there is explosive increase of the mobile users in the country, and based on this it is very much portable or easy to use to do all the mobile transactions, and it is also a secure, as you know, the Google Pay, Phone Pay, these are the apps which are used by many of the people, and these are the secure one to do all the financial transactions of it. Next, there is a mobile wallet or payment things. This is again to build this particular robust digital wallet platform. So many of them are there. So with this, they can achieve the support or real-time payment supports, P2P payments, enterprise level account payable functions are also possible with this mobile wallet and payment things in finance and accounting. The next will be applications of IT in store and purchase. So in store and purchase, taking one example of any university. So at a university level to maintaining their stores and purchase. So for this, what they will do, uh, they will start with the stock warehouse. So they can develop one functionality of stock warehouse. So in this stock warehouse function, what they will do, they can develop a software in that they can check a minimum and maximum quantity of stocks that need to be maintained in the warehouse, and as and when it is required it will be delivered. So by the store management software it is done, and or colleges it will be distributed or it will be sent. Then there will be a stock ledger. So it is nothing but again a centralized one accordance with all the departments of that particular university. So like there is a store, so central store is there, as you know, in our university also there is a central store. So based on that, in any university a central store, it can be maintained the all stocks, and based on the requirement for the department wise they will distribute that stationery and other materials to it. As there is a centralized library is also there, so in centralized library also they are keeping the books, okay, and they can distribute that books, issuing that books to the students. This is one other another applications which can be maintaining a whole database of the books that will be easily available, so student can have their own logins, they can search a book, they can book a book, and they can issue book. This is possible with this one of the applications of it. Then next important application in this warehouse, this authority. So staff from any of the department can request of any of these goods or services for that particular educational or maintenance purpose. He can ask for it. So this is nothing but based on here a department wise. So there may be HOD or head of the school, those who can request it for that particular store, the things which are required for that particular school, and he can get it from that particular store. These are the few. Then quotations. So purchasing of a new material in the warehouse. So for this, there will be a good quotations will be requisition of few quotations from the market, and based on that quotations, they will finalize one quotation. They will get it. So purchase officer. So here is a role of purchase officer. So purchase officer will take care of this. Comparative statement is done as the purchase officer will approve the uh, best price quotation, and then the vendor will be allocated for that particular goods, and he can allocate that goods. Then good purchasing, actual purchasing of the good purchased by that particular institute, date of dispatch is finalized, then shipment, arrival, bills like that will be taken care in this particular modules. Then invoicing can be maintained to track out all the vendors, different goods, resources, and successful delivery of the same product is taken care. These are the few applications of IT I have also mentioned here in business. As you know, in business purposes nowadays, the computers are highly demanding in nowadays to do any of these particular business things. So, like to speed up the calculation, diligence, accuracy, reliability, versatility, which made it to integral part of all these business organizations. So with this business organizations are use these softwares to make its automation. So payroll calculation in any of the industry, in any of the business, a small scale or large scale, in large scale businesses, they are using nowadays ERP system or payroll calculation software. So based on that, they can make a payments of the employees. So payroll calculation, budgeting part is there. So to do the suppose manufacturing industry, to do that particular budgeting part, so in that budgeting part they will calculate the raw material cost, the employee cost, other cost, electricity bill, and then based on that the budget will be taken care. Then sales analysis, there is a marketing team is there or sales team is there who can take care of it. And again there are few softwares are there. Financial forecasting is taken care, managing employee databases, maintenance of the stocks, etc. So these are the business applications. So in these business applications, I expect that you can give me few software examples nowadays in industries, those who are used by the many of the businessmen or the people in the market. Okay, so just do a surveying of it. What are the different softwares are used in many of the businesses and how it is used? Take an example for payroll calculation, like ERP system is there or budgeting ERP is there. But for sales analysis, financial forecasting, employee database, maintaining the stocks, any other application softwares, you can find out and then you can tell it to me. Bank, next important applications of IT. Bank provides following facility for banking purposes. So softwares for banking system softwares. So for banking softwares, there may be many of the banking softwares are there. So nowadays, all the banking sector are using this particular software thing. So these things are providing a facility of online accounting facilities there, checking their balance, making deposit, overdraft, interest charges, shares, then fixed deposit, again the ATM machine used. All these things are very much easy for customers to deal with the particular banks. So there is no need to go to the bank for deposit, fixed deposit, or to get the money or any other thing. So nowadays it is online things. Many of the things are online. So it is very much convenient to the customer. So application of IT in insurance. Nowadays, insurance companies are also using many of the softwares, or finance houses, stock broking firms using computers, which is concerned. So insurance companies are maintaining the database of all these clients with informing informations about it. So procurement to continue these policies, it is very much possible. Starting date of the policies, next due date, maturity date, interest date, survival benefits, bonus. So all these things are automated in the software. So customer can see through his login, or the people can show with their logins also. In education sector also, the education sectors, there is nowadays very much use of this particular software. So provide a tool in education system known as computer based education. Nowadays we are using also this particular computer based education. So with the help of this virtual platform, by using this Microsoft Team platform, I am at my place, you are at your home, and I'm conducting the lectures and you are taking the lectures. So this is one of the platforms. So it can help us to involve, control, delivery, and evaluating the learning things with the help of this platform. So nowadays there are a number of platforms are there which are help to computer-based education systems with the help of this online platform, with the help of this online uh, lectures. Also in communication industries, as you know, all these communications we are doing through emails or through WhatsApp. So with the help of this IT development, with the help of this IT applications only. In healthcare also, many of these healthcare medical, there are machines those who are automated with these IT applications, or softwares can be used in healthcare industry also. In marketing also, to do the digital marketing and other platforms, they are using these IT applications only. Military also, there is very much need of it in military for defense, for largely for the defense, modern tanks development, missiles, weapons with the help of these ITs. So they will make a missile controlling, communication with the military purpose, military operations, planning, smart weapons, deployment of the weapons can be easily possible with these IT applications. Then government also, nowadays government is also taking many of these steps to use these IT applications to make the budgeting part, income tax file returns, income from the income tax department. Nowadays we can do this online only. No need to go physically in any of the office to check the ratio, male female ratio, computerization, voter list, to identify voter list, to get the PAN card, Aadhaar card. So all these facilities are provided through the online platform by using these particular IT applications. Weather forecasting is also possible with this. Also, there are many applications of IT like in computer aided design. So for design engineering designs also, to make a structural design, this CAD will help to make the structural designing part, to find out the required stress and strain in that particular ship or building or budget and aeroplanes, etc. They can do this structural engineering design with the help of this CAD tool only. So this CAD tool will be helpful for this. Industrial engineering also, it is helpful to deal with the design implementations, improvements, integrated system, people, material, and equipments also. Architectural engineering also, for making 2D and 3D drawings, it is very much helpful to do that architecture. Okay, so this was the last point from this unit. You won. Any doubt you can ask me. Have you understood?
Yes, sir.